Welcome back to our channel. Today we uncover the fascinating and tumultuous story of Loretta Young, one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Known for her radiant beauty, remarkable talent, and devout Catholic faith, Loretta captivated audiences with her grace on and off the screen. But behind the dazzling lights of her celebrated career lay a deeply guarded secret that threatened to unravel her carefully crafted image. From her rise as a young starlet to her Oscar-winning performances, and from her complex relationships to the heartbreaking revelations that shaped her life, Loretta's story is one of ambition, love, sacrifice, and survival. Join us as we delve into the truth behind Loretta Young's career-ending secret and explore the real-life drama that rivaled any Hollywood script. Let's take a closer look at Loretta Young's formative years, an era that laid the foundation for the woman she would become and the secrets she would carry. Born in 1913 under the name Gretchen, her early life was defined by an environment steeped in Catholic tradition. Her mother was a devoted follower of the faith, and this strict religious upbringing became a cornerstone of Gretchen's moral code. It wasn't just a set of rules, it was a way of life that influenced every decision she made. Growing up, Gretchen attended Catholic schools, including the esteemed Ramona Convent boarding school, where discipline and faith were interwoven into daily routines. Her household was no different. Regular visits from priests made religion a tangible, ever-present force in her life. These spiritual principles weren't just taught, they were lived, shaping young Gretchen's values and instilling in her a sense of duty, modesty, and propriety. But it wasn't long before Hollywood came calling and the transition from Gretchen to Loretta began. Her first big transformation came through a chance meeting with actress Colleen Moore, who saw something uniquely captivating in her. Colleen believed Gretchen's name didn't match her delicate beauty and doll-like features, suggesting Loretta, a name inspired by her own cherished doll. The change wasn't just about marketing, it was symbolic. Gretchen, the devout girl rooted in Catholic values, was evolving into Loretta, a young woman destined to dazzle audiences. This duality defined Loretta's identity from the start. On one hand, she carried the weight of her religious upbringing, striving to be the picture-perfect Catholic daughter. On the other, she was stepping into the glamorous and often morally ambiguous world of Hollywood. Balancing these two identities wasn't just a challenge, it was a delicate act that would influence every choice she made in her career and personal life. The name Loretta Young soon became synonymous with grace and charm, but beneath the glittering surface of her public persona, the echoes of her strict upbringing remained. It was this foundation, built during her childhood, that would shape her triumphs, her struggles, and the heartbreaking decisions she would make in the years to come. Loretta Young's entry into Hollywood as a teenager was nothing short of remarkable. While many aspiring actresses of her time waited passively for opportunities, Loretta stood out for her fierce ambition and unrelenting drive to succeed. She wasn't content with simply being a background figure. Even in minor roles, she made her presence known. Whether it was pushing her way to the front of a crowd scene or ensuring her expressions captured the camera's attention, Loretta demonstrated an innate understanding of how to seize the spotlight, no matter how small the part. What truly set Loretta apart, though, was her ability to balance ambition with an air of innocence and charm that resonated with audiences. She cultivated an image as the quintessential girl next door, a persona that felt approachable, pure, and undeniably likable. In a town rife with gossip and scandal, Loretta knew that maintaining this wholesome reputation was essential to her longevity. She took preemptive steps to guard her image, hiring a publicist early on to ensure her name stayed untarnished in the often ruthless Hollywood gossip columns. Her ambition wasn't just about climbing the ladder of fame, it was strategic. Loretta understood that Hollywood demanded more than talent. It required careful branding. She embodied the qualities that producers and audiences adored: elegance, poise, and a strong moral compass. Yet beneath this polished exterior lay a shrewd and determined young woman, willing to do whatever it took to ensure her place in the industry. At a time when women in Hollywood were often seen as commodities, Loretta refused to be sidelined. She took control of her narrative, making bold choices to propel her career forward. This mix of ambition, self-awareness, and strategic planning laid the foundation for her rise to stardom. It wasn't luck that propelled Loretta Young into the limelight. It was her relentless dedication to crafting not only her performances, but her entire public persona. As we'll see, this early determination and keen sense of image management would serve her well in her rise to stardom, but it would also become a double-edged sword, demanding sacrifices and secrecy in her personal life to protect the carefully constructed facade. Loretta's ambition was both her greatest strength and her heaviest burden, shaping her journey in Hollywood in ways that were as inspiring as they were complex. Stay tuned as we uncover how this ambition propelled her career while entangling her in a web of personal challenges. Loretta Young's love life was as dramatic and complicated as any Hollywood script, and it was often at odds with the strict Catholic values she held dear. At just 17, Loretta made a bold and unconventional choice for her time. She married actor Grant Withers. The whirlwind romance may have seemed like a fairy tale beginning, but it was far from picture perfect. Grant's fondness for freedom and alcohol quickly strained their relationship, and within a year, the marriage crumbled. For a young woman determined to maintain a wholesome image, this public failure was a painful lesson in love and reputation. Her relationship with Spencer Tracy, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, was a stark contrast to her brief marriage. Spencer shared Loretta's Catholic faith, which initially seemed like a point of connection. However, his devout beliefs also presented an insurmountable barrier: his refusal to divorce his estranged wife due to their shared religion. Despite their deep affection for one another, Loretta and Spencer were ultimately torn apart by the very principles they both cherished. It was a bittersweet chapter in her life, marked by a love that was as genuine as it was impossible. But perhaps the most defining and devastating relationship of Loretta's life was with Clark Gable. The two met on the set of Call of the Wild, and despite Loretta's best efforts to uphold her moral code, she found herself drawn to Gable's undeniable charisma and charm. Unlike her previous relationships, this one came with consequences that would alter the course of her life forever. Their brief affair led to Loretta's secret pregnancy, a revelation that shook her to her core. For a devout Catholic and rising star, this was more than a personal crisis. It was a scandal that could have destroyed her career. Loretta faced an agonizing dilemma: how to reconcile her faith and her public image with the reality of her situation. Her strict moral upbringing clashed violently with her personal experiences, leaving her to navigate a path filled with secrecy and sacrifice. The decision to keep her pregnancy hidden, and later to disguise her own daughter as an adopted child, was a desperate attempt to maintain the image she had worked so hard to build. The relationship with Gable was more than a fleeting romance. It became a defining chapter in Loretta's life, marked by heartbreak, deception, and resilience. It revealed the immense pressures placed on women in Hollywood to conform to societal expectations, even at the cost of their personal happiness. Loretta's journey through love and scandal is a testament to her strength and determination. but it also serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices she had to make to protect her career and her faith. Amid the tumultuous twists in her relationships, Loretta faced one of the most defining and challenging moments of her life, motherhood, cloaked in secrecy and sacrifice. Loretta Young's journey into motherhood was a story marked by secrecy, sacrifice, and a fierce determination to protect her image in the unforgiving world of 1930s Hollywood. In 1935, Loretta's life changed forever when she discovered she was pregnant with Clark Gable's child. At the time, an unwed mother in the public eye faced unimaginable scrutiny and career-ending consequences. For Loretta, who had built her reputation on being the embodiment of virtue, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Desperate to avoid scandal, Loretta crafted an elaborate plan to conceal her pregnancy. Publicly, she feigned illness, citing exhaustion and overwork, while privately retreating to a secluded cottage to give birth, far from prying eyes. Even as rumors swirled, Loretta maintained a rigorous schedule of public appearances leading up to her illness to divert attention from her condition. It was a calculated move, one that required incredible discipline and composure. After giving birth to her daughter, whom she named Judy after Saint Jude, the patron saint of desperate cases, Loretta faced another heart-wrenching decision. To shield her career and adhere to the moral expectations of the time, she placed Judy in an orphanage. But the separation was temporary, a meticulously planned step in a larger scheme. 19 months later, Loretta publicly announced her decision to adopt a young child from the orphanage, reuniting with Judy in a move designed to look altruistic rather than scandalous. By orchestrating this narrative, Loretta successfully preserved her career while reclaiming her daughter. However, the secret of Judy's true parentage loomed over Loretta's life like a shadow. Even in her second marriage to Tom Lewis, she chose to keep the truth hidden. Tom, who adored Loretta and accepted Judy as his own, never questioned the official story. But as Judy grew older, her striking resemblance to Clark Gable became impossible to ignore. Loretta took drastic measures to maintain the illusion, including taking Judy to a plastic surgeon at the age of 7 to pin back her ears, an effort to mask the features she shared with her biological father. For Loretta, the burden of this secret was immense. It wasn't just about protecting her career or reputation. It was about preserving the carefully constructed image of the virtuous, devout Catholic woman she had worked so hard to embody. Yet the emotional toll was undeniable. As Judy matured, the truth began to surface, leading to strained relationships and unresolved questions. The secrecy surrounding Judy's parentage is a testament to the pressures faced by women in Hollywood during that era. Loretta's decision to hide her pregnancy and manipulate the narrative wasn't born out of malice, but out of survival. Her story highlights the lengths to which she was willing to go to protect her career, her faith, and her family, even at great personal cost. The 1940s marked the pinnacle of Loretta Young's illustrious career, a decade where her talent and charisma solidified her as one of Hollywood's most beloved leading ladies. At a time when the world was grappling with the turmoil of World War II and its aftermath, Loretta's on-screen presence became a beacon of hope and joy for audiences. Her characters often embodied resilience, optimism, and moral integrity, offering light-hearted escapes and happy endings that contrasted sharply with the uncertainties of the real world and her own personal life. One of the crowning achievements of Loretta's career came in 1947 with her unforgettable performance in The Farmer's Daughter. In the film, she played a hard-working, spirited young woman who defies expectations and wins over hearts, not just those of the characters around her, but of the audience as well. Her portrayal was both charming and heartfelt, earning her widespread critical acclaim and, most notably, an Academy Award for Best Actress. This moment was a triumph for Loretta, solidifying her place among Hollywood's elite and proving that her dedication to her craft was unmatched. Loretta's films during this era were more than just entertainment. They were a reflection of the values she sought to uphold in her public life. Her characters often mirrored the image she had so carefully cultivated: virtuous, kind-hearted, and strong-willed. This was no accident. Loretta understood the power of her roles and deliberately chose projects that aligned with her personal brand. Her movies offered audiences a sense of comfort and stability, with her performances providing a masterclass in grace and poise. But behind the scenes, Loretta's real life was anything but a Hollywood fairy tale. She juggled the pressures of maintaining her pristine reputation while dealing with deeply personal struggles, from navigating motherhood in secrecy to managing the emotional toll of her complex relationships. Yet, she never allowed her private challenges to overshadow her professional commitments. Her work ethic remained unshakable, and her ability to captivate audiences only grew stronger. By the end of the 1940s, Loretta was not only a box office favorite, but also a symbol of perseverance and adaptability. Loretta Young wasn't just a cinematic star, she was a trailblazer who helped shape the future of television. In 1953, she made a bold move to the small screen with The Loretta Young Show, a decision that was as daring as it was revolutionary for a film actress at the time. Over 8 successful seasons, the anthology series became a critical and commercial success, showcasing Loretta's ability to transition seamlessly between the grandeur of Hollywood films and the intimate storytelling of television. Her elegance and charm graced millions of living rooms weekly, earning her 3 Primetime Emmy Awards and solidifying her status as a pioneer. For many, she became more than a star. She was an integral part of their lives, delivering heartfelt stories that resonated with audiences of all ages. Her work in television not only redefined her career, but also paved the way for other film stars to explore television as a viable and respected medium. This daring leap symbolized her ability to adapt and thrive, even as the entertainment industry evolved. Loretta's success in television is a testament to her versatility, proving that her star power transcended the silver screen and influenced the landscape of entertainment in profound ways. Her career longevity was a testament to her talent, strategic choices, and unwavering dedication to her craft. She became a fixture in the industry, with each role adding another layer to her legacy as a Hollywood icon. Loretta Young's professional journey during this golden era serves as a reminder of her remarkable resilience and talent. Despite the complexities of her personal life, she remained committed to bringing joy and inspiration to her audiences, leaving behind a body of work that continues to enchant and inspire. The year 1949 brought one of the most bittersweet chapters of Loretta Young's life, as she reunited with Clark Gable on the set of Key to the City. Their previous history, marked by love, secrecy, and heartbreak, made their collaboration on this project especially poignant. Though they were both seasoned professionals, the weight of their shared past undoubtedly lingered behind the scenes, adding a layer of unspoken tension to their working relationship. During filming, tragedy struck when Loretta suffered a miscarriage. The loss was devastating, both physically and emotionally, but Loretta, true to her unyielding sense of professionalism, refused to let her grief derail her work. She poured herself into her role, using her commitment to her craft as a means of coping with her pain. This resilience was not just a testament to her work ethic, but also a reflection of the intense pressure she felt to uphold her image and meet the expectations placed upon her as a leading lady in Hollywood. Even amidst personal loss, Loretta went above and beyond, hosting the film's premiere party at her home. It was an act that showcased her extraordinary ability to compartmentalize her emotions, presenting an image of grace and composure to the world while privately mourning the child she had lost. This duality was a recurring theme in Loretta's life, publicly embodying strength and elegance while privately navigating profound challenges and heartbreaks. The miscarriage marked a turning point for Loretta. It was a reminder of the toll that her tightly controlled, high-pressure life could take on her physical and emotional well-being. Yet rather than succumbing to despair, she channeled her energy into her career, delivering a performance in Key to the City that only further solidified her reputation as one of Hollywood's most dependable and talented stars. Loretta's ability to carry on even in the face of such personal loss speaks to her remarkable strength and resilience. It also highlights the unique pressures of life in Hollywood, where the line between personal pain and professional obligations is often blurred. Her story during this time is a poignant reminder of the sacrifices she made to protect both her career and her carefully constructed image. Loretta Young's carefully guarded secret, the true story of her relationship with Clark Gable and their daughter Judy, eventually came to light in a way she could no longer control. For decades, Loretta had carried the weight of her secret, navigating the delicate balance between protecting her career, her faith, and her daughter's perception of the world. But that carefully constructed facade began to crumble when Judy, now an adult, confronted her mother about her parentage. The moment was as heartbreaking as it was inevitable. Judy, whose resemblance to Gable had only grown more apparent over the years, demanded the truth. Loretta, overwhelmed by years of guilt and the fear of her carefully maintained image unraveling, struggled to respond. Instead of facing her daughter's piercing questions head-on, she fled, physically sick with the emotional weight of the confrontation. This pivotal moment marked a turning point in their relationship, leaving a strain that would linger for the rest of their lives. In her later years, Loretta's understanding of the events surrounding Judy's conception shifted dramatically. A 1998 episode of Larry King Live introduced Loretta to the term date rape, a concept that reframed her perspective on that fateful night aboard the train with Clark Gable. When her daughter-in-law explained that such situations didn't always involve overt violence, but instead a disregard for a woman's boundaries, Loretta had a moment of painful clarity. "That's what happened to me," she admitted, the pieces of her past finally falling into place. This revelation brought Loretta some relief, easing the overwhelming guilt she had carried for so long. For decades, she had shouldered the blame for her pregnancy, believing it to be a failure of her own moral strength. With this new understanding, she could finally begin to forgive herself. However, Loretta chose not to share this truth with Judy, fearing it would shatter the idealized image her daughter held of Gable and disrupt their already fragile relationship. In many ways, Loretta's decision to protect Judy from this harsh reality was consistent with the choices she had made throughout her life, placing the well-being and perception of others above her own emotional needs. It was a final act of love and sacrifice, emblematic of the woman Loretta had always strived to be. Beyond her glittering career and personal challenges, Loretta Young dedicated much of her later life to philanthropy, leaving a quieter yet equally meaningful legacy. Her devout Catholic faith inspired her to support numerous charitable causes, particularly those focused on children's welfare and education. Loretta believed in using her fame for good, often lending her voice and influence to initiatives that helped underprivileged communities. She worked closely with Catholic organizations, embodying her lifelong values of compassion and service. One of the most heartfelt examples of her generosity came in her efforts to establish scholarships for young students, ensuring they had access to education regardless of their circumstances. Fans admired her not only as a star but as a humanitarian who lived by the principles she so openly embraced. Even in her later years, Loretta continued to inspire through her quiet acts of kindness, reminding the world that true greatness lies in giving back. Loretta Young's legacy is a complex tapestry of resilience, grace, and the extraordinary strength required to navigate life in the public eye while carrying private burdens. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the societal pressures placed on women, particularly in the golden age of Hollywood, and the enduring impact of choices made in the name of survival. Even as we admire her achievements, we cannot ignore the personal sacrifices and pain that defined much of her journey. Loretta's life invites us to reflect on the price of fame, the complexities of human relationships, and the strength it takes to carry on. Loretta Young's remarkable journey came to a poignant end on August 12, 2000, when she quietly passed away at the age of 87 after battling cancer. Her death marked the closing chapter of a life that had captivated millions, a life of dazzling glamour, relentless ambition, deeply held secrets, and extraordinary resilience. As news of her passing spread, fans and the entertainment world alike mourned the loss of a Hollywood icon. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. Admirers shared memories of the grace she exuded on screen, the roles that inspired hope and happiness, and her ability to light up the silver screen with her presence. Social media platforms, still in their infancy, saw early discussions reminiscing about her most memorable performances, such as her Oscar-winning role in The Farmer's Daughter. In interviews and articles, contemporary stars credited Loretta as a pioneer, someone whose ability to balance her personal beliefs with her career choices became a template for women navigating Hollywood's challenges. Entertainment outlets commemorated her legacy with special retrospectives, revisiting her most iconic performances and her enduring impact on Hollywood's golden age. Rather than just celebrating her successes, these tributes also highlighted her resilience in navigating personal struggles, showing how Loretta defied challenges that could have ended many careers. In 2011, Loretta's daughter Judy also passed away, succumbing to lymphoma. It was only after both of their deaths that new revelations brought Loretta's hidden struggles into sharper focus. Loretta's son Christopher and his wife Linda publicly disclosed allegations that Loretta's pregnancy with Judy may have been the result of an assault by Clark Gable during their time together on Call of the Wild. This shocking detail cast an entirely new light on the secrets Loretta had carried throughout her life. For decades, Loretta had lived under the weight of her silence, navigating the immense societal pressures of her era while trying to shield both herself and her daughter from the truth. Her determination to protect Judy's perception of her father and maintain the image of a virtuous Hollywood star reflected not only the expectations placed on women of her time, but also her deep love for her daughter. These posthumous revelations leave us with more questions than answers. What is clear, however, is that Loretta's life was far more complex than her graceful public persona ever let on. She was a woman of immense strength who navigated her personal challenges with quiet dignity while achieving remarkable success in her career. Loretta Young's story stands as one of Hollywood's most poignant and intricate tales, a reflection of an industry and an era that demanded perfection at any cost. Her journey reminds us of the resilience it takes to endure in the face of adversity and the sacrifices that often lie behind the glittering facade of fame. As we remember Loretta Young, we are left with a deep admiration for her triumphs and an even deeper empathy for her struggles. Her life invites us to look beyond the silver screen and understand the humanity behind the star, ensuring her legacy endures as both a cautionary tale and a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Thank you for joining us as we explored the extraordinary and complex life of Loretta Young. From her strict Catholic upbringing to her rise to fame, and from her secret struggles to her enduring legacy, her journey is a testament to the triumphs and tribulations of life under the Hollywood spotlight. What do you think was the most shocking or inspiring part of her story? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible tales from Hollywood's golden era. See you in the next video.